To begin, measure and cut exactly 6 inches of 18 gauge sterling silver wire, dead soft round. Bend the 6 inches in half and form a loop using a combination of round nose and chain nose pliers. After the beads are inserted, form a loop at the tip of the wire using round nose pliers, and continue to bend the wire up from that loop to form a spiral. This can be done using either chain nose or bent nose pliers. Measure 1/2 of an inch from the bottom of each spiral and bend the wire out at a 45-degree angle. This bend will center the bottom hoop of each earring that you are about to form. Position bail-making pliers at the 45-degree bend and form a large hoop. Form a loop at the tip of the wire with round nose pliers, and then continue to form a small spiral with bent nose pliers. Before continuing, align both earrings next to each other to make sure they match. Flatten and work harden the newly formed earrings with a chasing hammer on a steel block. The next step is to create the dangling flares. To create the flares, begin by forming a tiny loop on the 18 gauge wire, and after forming the loop, trim the wire at 5/8 of an inch from the top of the loop. You can attach as many flares as you prefer to the bottom of the earrings. I'll attach 3 flares to each earring in this pair. Create the flare by hammering the wire on a steel block with a chasing hammer. Once the flares are finished, the next step is to attach them to each earring. This completes forming the earrings. Next, I'll demonstrate how to make basic ear wires that the finished earrings can be attached to and worn. To make the ear wires, start by measuring 2 lengths of sterling silver wire approximately 3.5 inches long. Then make a 45-degree bend at the 1.5 inch mark on each length of wire. Position the bail shaping pliers against the 45-degree bend and form a curved loop on the 1.5 length side of the wire. Then introduce a slight 1/4 inch bend at the tip of the ear wire. It's important to remove any sharpness or roughness from the ear wire with 240 grit sandpaper, and then finish polishing the tip of the ear wire with 400 grit sandpaper. After the ear wire has been formed, I work harden the ear wire by hammering it on a steel block with a rawhide mallet. After inserting the beads, I often use my flat nose pliers to measure an exact distance from the bottom of the bead and bend the wire at a 45-degree angle. Then position the round nose pliers against the 45-degree angle and form a tiny loop. Next, I attach the ear wires to the earrings and lock them in place with a wire wrap. A word of caution. To make the ear wires that will be inserted into pierced ears, only use sterling silver wire, gold, or a hypoallergenic wire that is safe for wearing against skin. The earrings are finished. I hope you enjoyed this fast-forward instructional demonstration on how to make a simple pair of earrings with dangling flares.